Hi, I'm Alden. Welcome back to my channel, Harmonious Twin Flame Union. And you can always go to harmonious-twin-flame-union.com to check out, what I'm about and what I offer for twin flame support for healing into harmonious union with your one true love. And happy Valentine's Day if you're watching this on Valentine's Day. And yeah, happy love every day. But this is a special day to really acknowledge and appreciate and celebrate true, divine, romantic love, which is something that is calling in all of our hearts. And so yeah, I wanted to do a reading to give you some clarity and a special message without my cat in my lap, actually. Yeah, just about divine love. So I have the Angel deck by Doreen Virtue here for some angelic guidance. Yeah, there it is. So this is what I'm using, and shuffling the cards very well so we can get just the clearest message from God right now through these cards. So there you go. And I think this is a really special day to also celebrate how much love there is in our relationship with God, and how that really provides not only the foundation for who we are and our whole life, but really actually provides everything. And so when you feel into how big that love is, you really can expand and surrender into your life purpose and being with your one true love are one and the same. And how cool is that? I mean, that's really not what we're taught by societal standards. I mean, maybe in subtle ways, even in Disney movies and fairy tales, if we look for the highest meaning in the message, then we can find divine love to some extent, but we don't really get to hear the whole story that our hearts are really craving, because that craving is just for us to journey within, to find the love already within, to heal whatever separation we're feeling, and to completely love. And it's a big deal, it's like, it's nothing in a way. It should be completely natural for us, and that's what we're ascending into. So the first card I drew is Ace of Earth, and she reminds me that I'm planning on getting a real camera soon, so that I can have a clearer connection with you all watching this, and I'm really excited about that. So that's one way that I'm loving myself and loving everyone who is receiving the message of these readings, and watching other videos. And I hope that you're really loving them, and that they're helpful and fun for your heart. So the inflow of abundance, a promising business venture, important documents or contracts. Well, this is a great twin flame message, just the, and it speaks to the life purpose side too, and with the new moon on the 15th and the partial solar eclipse. When the moon is new, it means it's in the same sign as the sun, because they on an astrology chart look like they're right smack dab together when it's a new moon. So they're both in Aquarius, and Aquarius is, really about like spreading universal truth and universal love, and it makes me think of, the age of Aquarius, like the song, whatever it's called, from the musical Hair, right? And it's just like that ideal of free love and walking freely on this earth, and that is the most abundant feeling. And you see her, she's like tall and proud with her beautiful wings outstretched, and we can really begin to stretch our wings and feel what it's like when we take flight with the union of our twin flames. And when we look at that fearlessly and with the strength of God, and we approach it from this really innocent and humble and divine place, then this is a place where, we can sign contracts, so to speak, from where we can speak and find our truth in. And the truth is that you and your twin flame are together and are one in love. So it's a really beautiful message, Ace of Earth, and I think that's like we're acing it here on Earth right now at this time. All this really big awareness too of like that this Christ consciousness, so above, so below, so within. So God's everywhere, and so that feeling is really arising and expanding. And let's see. Then number 7, what a heavenly number. Number 7. Is there a more heavenly number? I mean, I guess all numbers are heavenly, but wow. So the Chariot, Archangel Metatron. Sorry, the video keeps on kind of going in and out. An important achievement, self-discipline and willpower, public recognition. So really a time to go within and feel yourself, when you do that, when you find yourself there, so to speak, in the place of the here and now, in a place of just divine comfort and support, no matter what, no matter how wonderful things are or how not wonderful they seem to be. This is really about us, again, taking flight. And we also see here the divine masculine and the divine feminine, both with wings outstretched. The woman is holding the space on the ground, but you see she doesn't look grounded at all, in a way that is holding her back. Like, she's completely upright and open and surrendered. And then this divine masculine figure is also just completely surrendered to the ride that you see in the heavens. And, just the action is just, and the surrender are one and the same, and the grounding and the surrender are one and the same. And an important achievement, self-discipline and willpower, public recognition, also seems like, another message of this card here, like they both play off of each other. So the inflow of abundance and promising business venture, important documents or contracts. And so I think this speaks to the divine masculine and divine feminine, life purposes coming closer together too, and how that really exemplifies the deep love and healing work. So if you're seeing that in your union, with your twin flame, that's a really great sign. And this could be in any kind of a way, you know, in you both having the same interests, in sure occupational, you know, stuff, what you're doing for work, but if that's really um, serving you right now, and just any way that there's an expression of divine purpose. And that can right now even look like just expressing love for each other, and you know that the main step right now is to come into union and be there. But calling in abundance and calling in all of, you know, heavenly love, it's all one and the same. It's all part of God's will for us to be happy. And my cat really wants to be on my lap right now, but I'm not feeling it. So so yeah, number 7 and 8. And also this is Archangel Metatron, so a message from Metatron to really embrace time as perfect, you know, as perfect for us, rather than to look at it as a hindrance, like, oh, if I don't get with my twin flame this year, I'm gonna, you know, be a year older and 1 year closer to dying, and you know, all that crap that is really putting unnecessary pressure in is really false, because what you're really doing is you're, in a sense, attacking yourself when you do that. An attack isn't real, so the truth in you can't listen to that, and it will really slow your progression down towards your union, because the more truth that you allow in, that you allow to expand you and to, you know, vibe with your soul's blueprint that already is, just the more that you can naturally progress, because the more that you align with your true self and, you know, become the one with the other one, with your twin flame together as one. And so it's really super divinely beautiful to just to meditate on that, and to really let it sink in what that means for you. And then we have this third card here. This is number 3, the Empress. And again, you know, definitely a sign of wings here. And surrounded by animals, and Archangel Gabriel, it says, lavish abundance, give birth to your dreams, nurture yourself and others. So again, we have this theme of abundance, and you know, to me it's really saying that there is just an abundance of love, you know, not just out there waiting to be had, but waiting, you know, within you to just be understood, to be recognized, to just be loved. So the more that you love yourself within, the more exponentially that love shines forth and fuels you. And you know, that fuel is it's like the most peaceful, blissful fuel you could, you know, ever run through anything to make it go. And that's what runs you, the divine. And so that's allowing your heart to guide you, you know, when it's that fuel that that your heart is guided by. And that will naturally guide you into the feeling of abundance that you have when you recognize, accept, and make the choice to move towards your twin flame union, to do the healing work, to claim, you know, to claim God, to claim your relationship with God, to claim your divine twin flame, and to really feel all the love that there is when you do that. Sorry, kitty. No. And I guess what I'm getting from this also is to It's okay to put boundaries around things that, you know, yeah, what do you want to say, Kitty? Luna? Okay. Okay, my cat won. So, yeah, but you can't ruin my pants, Kitty. So, it's really important to actually put boundaries with things that are not a part of claiming your divine abundance, no matter how that looks on the outside. If it doesn't feel right on the inside, if it doesn't, if you don't feel called to move in that direction, and you feel the love energy moving somewhere else, then go with that. You know, it's okay to re to reassess what you thought abundance meant, and where you thought your support system came from, because it all comes from the strength of the divine, from source, from God, you know, however you like to say it. And that's where lavish abundance lives. It lives within you. It lives within all of us. And it really does live within your harmonious twin flame union. It is worth it to head in that direction, to head towards permanent union, and to, you know, claim that ascension process as yours, as your divine birthright, here now on earth. And this is a really lavish choice for you to make. This is the most luxurious choice you could ever imagine making for yourself, just loving yourself into that. So that's the message that I get from this card, and I'm almost kind of tearing up. It kind of makes me feel very emotional. And give birth to your dreams, nurture yourself and others. So when you claim your abundance, and when you really do give birth to your dreams, I think that's self-explanatory what that means. You really are nurturing yourself and others, because your dreams and desires are naturally what you have to give to the world, to everybody, to your brothers and sisters, and to, you know, work from that place, to express from that place, to co-create from that place, is very attractive to your twin flame, because you both express and, you know, and work and you co-create from the same, you know, one being. That's, you know, your life purpose is totally aligned. It doesn't mean, you know, you both play bass and you both know how to do that really well. No, you know, maybe you play bass and your twin flame sings really well, or maybe they are very musical and you know how to write really well. And these are really simplistic examples, but it's just to remind you that they're your perfect complement. And so, you know, your skills and theirs will fit together really harmoniously, you know, really beautifully, because that's the way that God created you. So, yeah, I think that's it for the cards. And, oh, you know what? I don't know. I'm feeling like one more card. Luna's got her little paw outstretched, like she really wants another card, so maybe she's right. Events moving at a fast pace, delays are over, many things happening at once. Well, then we've got some fire, so you know, it just is a reminder that when you do spread your wings, even if you're not ready to fly with your twin flame yet, that you are rewarded in just and just claiming that love and standing in your abundance and stretching out your God-given wings, your feathers. And so you can just accept how things come together, but that also means accepting inner guidance of when to act, when to take action, yourself, and then also when to go within, and that going within and acting are not two different things. They're really one and the same, just like you create your outer reality with your inner reality, but it's not separate. So basically everything has meaning to it, and it just says delays are over, many things happening at once. So that does have a sense of really the image that I get is when you uncork a bottle, like let's say a wine bottle or something, and that air is released. So it may feel like things are really happening, at once, but it's not a sense of pressure. It's actually a sense of pressure that has been there that's being released. When you do your healing work and everything, then all these places that are stagnant or bottled up can be uncorked and released, and then you get to smell the beautiful aroma and and drink the wine, so to speak, and enjoy the abundance. So I'm glad that I pulled that last card. And lastly, I thought just for fun, A Course in Miracles, that I would turn to a page and just read a little something. So it says, to look upon the fear of God does not need some preparation. Okay, so this is chapter 19, The Attainment of Peace, part 4, The Obstacles to Peace, and in this version, page 422. I like those numbers, 422. What I get is like the four corners of union coming together. Union being like 2 and 2, and then like the four corners. So, yeah, this is what, and I'm on, I don't know if you'd call it a stanza or what, but 11. So, to look upon the fear of God does not, let me try that again. To look upon the fear of God does need some preparation. Only the sane can look on stark insanity and raving madness with pity and compassion, but not with fear. For only if they share in it does it seem fearful, and you do share in it until you look upon your brothers with perfect faith and love and tenderness. Before complete forgiveness, you still stand unforgiving. You are afraid of God because you fear your brother. Those you do not forgive you fear, and no one reaches love with fear beside him. This brother who stands beside you still seems to be a stranger. I think this is talking about your twin flame, perhaps, message. You do not know him, and your interpretation of him is very fearful. And you attack him still to keep what seems to be yourself unharmed. Yet in his hands is your salvation. You see his madness, which you hate because you share it, and all the pity and forgiveness that would heal it gives way to fear. Brother, you need forgiveness of your brother. And I will add, sister, you need forgiveness of your sister. And brother, you need forgiveness of your sister. Yeah, there you go. For you will share in madness or in heaven together, and you and he will raise your eyes in faith together or not at all. Beside you is one who offers you the chalice of atonement, for the Holy Spirit is in him. Would you hold his sins against him or accept his gift to you? Is this giver of salvation your friend or enemy? Choose which he is, remembering that you will receive of him according to your choice. He has in him the power to forgive your sin, as you for him. Neither can give it to himself alone, and yet your Savior stands beside each one. Let him be what he is, and seek not to make of love an enemy. Behold your friend, the Christ who stands beside you. How holy and how beautiful he is. I think that's good. So, that to me is just a message to love yourself and your twin flame unequivocally. Anywhere that there's an upset, the miraculous healing balm of God can be placed, and you can forgive. You can forgive yourself. You do not need to fear. Fear has no place here. It has no place in your heart, and it does not exist. And when you heal, you see the Christ in each other. You see the divinity in your twin flame, and that is where you can relate to your twin flame from. I almost said rum. And so it's really just a message of oneness, of speaking, from your high heart, both inwardly and outwardly. So loving yourself as you would another, and just being in complete peace with your twin flame. And when you heal that, it's like a domino effect, except not everything's falling down, everything's rising up into heaven. So really very beautiful, very powerful message of pure love. And remember that pure love is very sexy as well. It's not just like angelic, and there's nothing boring about it. There's nothing boring about purity. It's sexy as heaven, not as hell, because hell doesn't exist. So anyway, I think that's all I have to say. My cat really enjoyed this, and I hope that you did too. And I wish you and your twin flame a very happy and lovely Valentine's Day. And Luna wishes you the same. Aw, that's cute, Luna. Look at that. So much love. All right. Love you guys. And you can always go again to my website if you want to check out services I offer to support all of you individually. And I have cat hair on my mouth. I think I'm going to leave it at that. But yeah, check it out, and let me know if I can help you. You can always shoot me a message too. Love you. Bye.